We are here for round 2, and my hand looks to be mighty unplayable. Yep, I'm looking at it again, it's still unplayable. Alright. Mulligan away. Alright, this hand is not great, but has lands and spells, sort of. My first play is going to be a 2-3, unless I draw the Mighty Ornithopter. Might be one of the best Ornithopter decks I've ever seen. As if that really says anything. Temple of Epiphany, those are 18 tickets now. So, probably the mirror match. I don't think anyone really, spends 18 tickets unless they're trying to play the best deck of all time, like this Thopter deck. So, what do we want to suit up? Do we want to suit up the drum or the blade on turn 2? Because I think no matter what, we're pantsing something. So, we can play the drum. That can actually give us a hedge, too. If we draw an Ornithopter, maybe we can just play the Chief. And I think drum is the worst card anyway. Blade might be relevant to make it a 7-7. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows anything? I certainly don't. Might be some complicated turns here. A lot of thinking involved, even starting as early as turn 2, just because this deck generally has a lot of options. Because it's, just a bunch of cheap spells. Oh no! It's gonna revoke my drum! Guess I'll just attack him with it. Thankfully, attacking is not an activated ability. M15 Revoker. Big mistake. Big mistake. Gotta go with Mirrored and Besieged. Alright, time to fight you. Run with scissors. So we're on the draw here. I think we did a pretty good job of stealing back initiative thanks to this haste-like 5-5 here. What is this for? Oh, Modern Master. Sure, sure. Grapnel Blasts. Alright, 2 for 2. Perhaps that was not wise. Maybe we should have waited until we could blade or have the Chief or something. I don't know. Seemed like a good idea at the time. And really, that sets our opponent back a decent amount, so I don't know. Maybe it's still not good. Ah, our opponent has the Thopter Engineer. So a slightly different version. Ooh. Alright. So, I think we just give the Chief unblockable. Maybe not, though, because these Thopters are pretty good on D. But what's the worst that could happen? Like, we could still trade for Revoker if we wanted to. I don't think we really do. Because Unblockable might be a big game, but Ghostfire Blade on a flyer might be kind of similar to Unblockable. So yeah, we're gonna Unblockable the Chief to get in for a 2. Our opponent's down to 12 already, thanks to the 5 that we dealt them within Soul. So it's not going too bad. Our All-Star Tomb of the Spirit Dragon would be very welcome. Thopter Engineer, though, I'm not sure I can get behind this card. Like, pasting up the artifacts is not really that big of a deal. It's not like you have like a Ram Roller or something, like some big hard hitter. Like, the best you can really do is play a Hangerback Walker with haste, and even then, that's not super great or anything, you know? Take your lumps. Maybe you'll just play Whirler Rogue and hit me with a bunch of hasty flyers. It just has all the Modern Masters cards. I like sticking with the original sets. Lorwyn Springleaf Drum. Although I do like the new card face. I think it looks pretty nice. Aesthetics. Very important. You gotta have something nice to look at when you're playing. My opponent has the blade. Opponent may think that that will hold me off. Little do they know. Dun it. Our own blade waiting. Maybe I should buy some of the Ugin booster Ghostfire blades. Ah, aggressive. Like it. Alright. Stub is pretty nice, actually. Opponent might have a stub of their own, but we can just force spike that. Pretty tight. I'm gonna stub you right back, man. Stub you right back. I should have cast that off the island, maybe. Might want an actual artifact to tap to the rogue. This is lethal in 2 hits. Maybe I should scry first, see what I'm going to draw before I actually equip, but... Another chief, that's not bad. Opponent is going to have a blocker. Oh, I can tap the blade to give something unblockable. That would have been sick if I kept the other mana open and just, like, use the blade in my Citadel to unblockable my chief or something. That would have been really good. We're going to attack for 6, put our opponent to 6. Then we can play chief, unblockable, unblockable. So yeah, this is a top. And we have stub for any finishing moves. So learning the intricacies. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think attacking there necessarily does anything. And I might just want this stuff back to block in case something weirdo happens, like Soul Artifact was stubbed to force it through or whatever. This hit is fine, certainly. Puts us at 10, and if he has double Shrapnel Blast, we have stub to counter one of them. Then this chief should kill our opponent, I think. Warlord Royal can't be blocked, and if we make the 5/5 not be able to, or can't be blocked, should be golden. Then I get to attack with one other thing for free. Should be the other chief. So 7 points of unblockability coming at you. You have Shrap Blast and a Stubborn Denial. Yeah, I guess the Stubborn Denial does it now. I could have played around that actually by maybe not playing the chief. Because his Stubborn Denial is not a hard counter right now because he doesn't have Ferocious. Mirrors are complicated. Know what you're getting yourself into. Yeah, this is a pretty nice normal-ish draw. This is like the go wide portion of the deck. Like, we didn't draw any of our power cards. We didn't draw the Ensoul artifacts or the Shrapnel Blast. Well, I guess we drew an Ensoul, but it died. But yeah, we didn't just like get a free win with our awesome cards. So this is the go wide portion of the deck. I guess I could have... No, unblockable, this is fine. It's still lethal, and like this forces a chump in case something horribly wrong goes wrong, so... Okay. That's weird. Yep, double block and then die. Cool. So, I like the Tomb, I like the Harbingers, and I like the Grid. Spy Network seems much too slow. I think we're supposed to side out a land. I like the Whirler Rogues and the Hangerbacks. I feel like a lot of these games are probably going to come down to Thopters. I'm unsure as to how important Stubborn Denial is, but it seems like not very. That's my guess. So maybe I don't want to cut the tomb. Or not cut a land, rather. Because, you know, taking the grid, that's like kind of another expensive spell, and the Harbingers are sort of expensive if we want to play them for 4 mana, so. Revoker is kind of awkward here. Feels like I could see siding those out too. It is another artifact for our grid, though. It's kind of weird that they probably don't have anything that we can Revoker, but they can Revoker our grid if they choose to keep them in, so. I think it might just be like, depending on how the game is playing out, like if they have a Hangerback Walker and I don't, I can just name theirs and vice versa, so. Same deal with Whirler Rogue. Yeah, we'll try this. Maybe I do want the stubs to protect my soul, but I don't know. So many creatures in the matchup, it just seems like it's not that great. But I guess it does stop Shrapnel Blast from killing you, which that could be a big deal, certainly. Give me an opening hand. I would like to battle. Battle. Oh yeah. Going off this game. Going off. Yeah, not sure what we're revokering, but guess we might just play Hangerback on turn 2. Alright. Well, now we can scry and play Hangerback on 2, so that's good. I think we want the tomb, actually. I don't think our opponent has Eidolon, but I learned my lesson. I'm gonna cast my Thopters. I'm not gonna try and be cute. Hanger dead. I too have a Hang Father. I also have way more permanents than you, and hopefully it matters at some point, because right now my permanents aren't doing much. Man, if I drew that grid, though. In that grid. Engineer is here. We get to block down that Thopter. Good work, Ornithopter. Killing it, man. Killing it. Oh, scissors! Alright, if we put it on the Hangerback, we have a 6/6. We can't trap it. But I kind of just want to put it on El Thoptero. We have a flyer. Obviously, we can get trapped at that point. So that's not great. I mean, like, if I put it on the Hangerback, don't get to put more counters on this thing, which kind of stinks. And he can just block and trap. That forces our opponent to sack some other resources. And I'm gonna play the tomb, even though I don't want him to really know about it or be thinking about it, because I might draw a temple that I want to play next turn, and I'm probably gonna activate the tomb next turn, so I don't want to get trapped into that. All right. We make scissors. If this gets trapped, it's not really a big deal. Our opponent could, like, pick up the Hangerback and make a couple 1/1s, or just make a 1/1. Probably can't make the 1/1 because it might have Upper in denial, but I have 2 mana, so it's kind of weird. Oh well. 2 for 2, sort of. They get a Thopter. We need the grid. The grid must come online. Blade. Blade is good. Probably name that with my Revoker. Ooh, a Shrap. The Shrap Daddy. Alright, so if we go Revoker your Blade, we can't activate Tomb. We have to play. We can hold up Shrapnel Blast and keep Thopter back, and yeah. I think we need to take up this hanger backer another notch. No Ghostfire Blades for you. I'm sure I'll draw 3 Ghostfire Blades in a row. Need this hanger back big enough to start attacking. I think 3/3 will probably do it, but maybe we'll just make it a 4/4. Well, crap. Crap! Alright, so here, I can Shrapnel Blast the Chief. I think I'll just do that sacking the drum. Alternatively, I could just, like, take up the hanger back, sack it, and then block down his Thopters, but I don't really like that plan. I don't like throwing away the hanger back. One 3 is kind of a beating. These Revokers. Sack the drum. We don't really need it. End up taking a damage. Hopefully don't draw Ghostfire Blade. No blades. Ooh. Hangfather. Yeah, I guess I was talking about playing original printings and I have this M15 Shrapnel Blast, so I am a hypocrite. I should fix that. Alright. Hanger Dad's coming in. And we're gonna play a 2/2. One of these days I'll activate this Tomb. You know, maybe when I need to. Need Tomb. Opponent is stuck on 3. Hopefully he has not a bunch of Whirler Rogues, because those might beat me. Or Chief of the Foundries, actually. Those might beat me too. Ornithopter is suddenly less impressive. Ah yes, the drum. It's back. Please block. Please just kill my hanger back. Do it. Let me gain a bunch of life. God, 2 might be busted. How does my opponent kill me when I'm gaining 4 life a turn? Another Chief? Oh, another Engineer. Alright, alright. NDI. Start sending these 3/3s at you. You're gonna have to block eventually, buddy. Ornithopter, that's an extra life per turn. Great. Suspecting an Thopter Engineer chump block. My opponent does not disappoint. We're just gonna gain our 5 life right now. Boom! 17. Oh dear, 3/3 Thopteros. And now we have to take a turn off to hanger back to get over these chiefs. Although I guess I could suicide one hanger back to get 3 Thopters. Tick the other one up. Thopters might not be great offensively, but they're pretty good defensively since I have the tomb. 9 is a lot of damage. Chiefs are adding up. Ooh, that's also going to add up. Alright, so we're taking 9, we're gaining 5. We can spend all of our mana to tomb twice. Or we could tick up one or both hangerback walkers. Or we could suicide a hangerback and make my opponent keep their Thopters on D. I kind of like suiciding a hangerback. This might be wrong. Uh-oh, here's the Whirler Rogue. My opponent gets attack for 9 and keep 2 Thopters back, so if we draw a Whirler Rogue, that's going to be game. Or, dear God, if we drew the grid, that would be excellent as well. Alright. This is bad. Very bad. Maybe we should have been sold our hanger back. Oh, they all have haste. That's so good. Oh no, that's lethal. Can't even hanger back. Our opponent dies if we draw a shrapnel blast. Born in Soul. We have outs. Lots of outs. Another hanger back. I don't think that does it. If we drew a chief? Yeah, we had so many outs, man. Guessing our opponent's gonna play another Whirler Rogue. Should be okay though. I think we have enough life gain. I guess the engineer was pretty sweet this game. I don't think I can play this hanger back, so I think I need to tomb twice. Probably chump block with some stuff. Roast? Is that good in this matchup? Guess it kills the chief. I don't know. Oh, hopefully this is enough life to save me. Yeah, it's 17 right now. We block 2 3-power things. Yeah, maybe roast is good. Maybe I should bring in a couple. I don't know. Who knows? It's looking pretty gassy, though. Maybe we played bad, and this game shouldn't even be in this situation at all, but certainly, like, the game is close. They're ahead because, you know, they've drawn, like, Chief with a bunch of Thopter makers and stuff, and we haven't, so. Tomb has saved us. Oh, they get the blade, but yeah, we get to block whatever has the blade on it, so. Yeah, it's still 17. Well, this is only 16. 13. 14. So this would put me to 7. I'll have 6 artifact creatures. So we can gain 12. Put me back to 19. Not attacking with any of our Thopteros. What do we need to draw? Chief doesn't kill my opponent. You can block my Thopters, take 2 from Thopters. If I draw in Soul and put it on a Thopter, they just chump that, block my Thopters. Not sure what I'm doing here. I guess if we send the hanger back, we're guaranteed to make more Thopters, so that's good. That's a Shrapnel Blast, but does our opponent have the stub? That's what I need to know. Alright, so chumping so as to not give me Thopters, that's smart. Although, even in the worst case scenario, if this gets stubbed, we can still sack the hanger back to make Thopters. Maybe that helps. We also get to see how my opponent's going to attack before making these decisions. So if I put Thopters on their Thopters, Ornithopters on their Thopters, and Shrap this, even if it gets countered, I'm making 3 more Thopters, so hopefully that's lethal. I shouldn't activate this yet though, because I could have gained more life. Stupid. Play like a buffoon. So I could have gained 2 more life. We're still going down to 7. Yeah, so this gets stubbed. We go down to 7, but I think we might have lethal in the air anyway. So we missed out on 2 points of life. But the old Shrapnel Blast Hanger Dad combo. No Wild Slash, please. That'd be very awkward. Hey, we did it. We did it. Super complicated. Tomb gave us the time, though. Check that out. Am I supposed to bring in Roast? I don't know. Like, obviously, Revoker seems bad. Like, they have a bunch of 2/3s and 1/3s. So those are probably not very great, so I probably messed up there. But, I mean, it did prevent them from suiting up Ghostfire Blade for a while, and I was pretty lucky to not draw one of my own, so who knows. I don't know. Still learning.